It's Friday, September 30th, 2022, and this is the Washington Times front page. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. Daylight has brought a clearer view of the devastation Hurricane Ian wrought in southwest Florida, and on its heels, a renewed fear that the massive storm will further unravel the state's deeply troubled homeowners insurance market. Susan Friccio reports Governor Ron DeSantis said he is planning more action to reform the industry. For now, he said he's focused on mobilizing state insurance officials and insurance companies to help homeowners process claims for losses from the hurricane. The damage has caused a half dozen insurance companies to pull out of Florida and has led to skyrocketing rates. The average premium increase this year is more than 40%, and tens of thousands of policyholders have been dropped, partly because of roofs that are aging but undamaged. Vice President Kamala Harris mistakenly touted the U.S. alliance with the Republic of North Korea during her visit to the demilitarized zone. Joseph Clark reports Harris was trying to say South Korea's official name, the Republic of Korea. Harris's remarks at the DMZ capped a 4-day trip to Asia, adding to White House actions meant to bolster the vice president's foreign policy experience as speculation grows about President Biden's intent to seek re-election in 2024. Photos of the vice president's visit showed her standing next to senior U.S. military officials holding binoculars and pointing across the border. She looked through the binoculars as a South Korean officer pointed out military installations on the southern side of the zone. The Department of Homeland Security's Inspector General says hundreds of agency employees were paid unemployment benefits during the pandemic despite staying on the job. Stephen Dinan reports the IG identified nearly 2,400 claims from department employees and found 600 of them were eligible. Roughly 900 others were deemed potentially ineligible, and the remaining 900 or so were definitely ineligible. The IG's report focused specifically on an emergency unemployment program that the Trump administration created at the Federal Emergency Management Agency in the summer of 2020. You can read all of these stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page. You can also find the entire lineup of Washington Times news, sports, and commentary podcasts at WashingtonTimes.com/podcasts. Taiwan's foreign minister says the world must prepare for the prospect the Chinese military could invade Taiwan as soon as next year. National Security Team leader Guy Taylor reports from Taiwan, where Foreign Minister Joseph Wu said the recent spike in military drills, coupled with China's ambivalence over Russia's invasion of Ukraine, has increased concern that the Communist Party is preparing for war. Wu stressed that China's expansion of military drills and missile tests near Taiwan after House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit to the island last month were clear signals that China was practicing for a future invasion. And finally, House Judiciary Committee Republicans have called for an FBI human resources official to make herself available for an interview after information indicated she retaliated against a whistleblower who made a disclosure to Congress. Kerry Pickett reports committee ranking member Jim Jordan, along with members Darrell Issa and Mike Johnson, demanded in a letter to Jennifer Moore, the executive assistant director of the Bureau's Human Resource Branch, that she answer questions about retaliatory tactics. The committee members are also asking for the preservation of all records and documents related to the matter. Find all of today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. Just search Washington Times in your favorite podcast app. You can also find us on Twitter and Instagram at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.